Well, maybe it's clever to put it like this. No, I don't think so. Let's put it like this. Hey everyone, this is Thecos, and today I'm back with yet another game. Today I will be playing through Snowhere, showing you how the game works. Probably a little shorter abridged version because I don't have that much space here. Well, actually it's not too bad, so let's see how that works. This is also a game in the nature line. You might remember that from the game that I showed you, Quicks. Nature line means that the NSV, so the Nürnberger Spielverlag, that's a German publisher, but this game also has English language in here and everything, so you could still get it for yourself if you liked it enough. They have made it their mission, in that line at least, to completely omit plastic from their games. So it's all just wood and paper. Let me just show you that quickly. So first of all, we have that sleeve made out of cardboard. It doesn't look that great anymore, but I mean, that's just right. I mean, it's cardboard. That's just how it is. And then we have the game box here, made out of cardboard, of course, as well. And then we have the rulebook here, just made out of regular paper. We have that seed paper again, that you also saw in Quicks. This is just biodegradable paper that you can put in your planting pot, right? Just put some soil on top of it, and then the paper will dissolve and the seeds will, well, just do something. There will be something sprouting from those. I have not planted those yet because, well, just because I wanted to show them on camera, but now I did. So I might actually plant them because I do have quite a few plants and herbs and everything outside. And then we have the cards, and you see here, same thing. The cards are just made from paper, like cardboard, but they are still a pretty good quality, right? So they are not, they have a little bit of linen finish and everything, so they are pretty good quality. So it's not like really cheap cardboard. And also you have like these paper sleeves instead of shrink wrap, which I like a lot, right? You can just pull that off and play with the cards. And that is pretty much it. Just wanted to show that to you because I think that is a really great initiative, and I hope that more game designers or publishers especially take note of that. All right, so before we get into the game, let me just quickly set it up. All right, like this, it should work pretty well, I think. So what is and then we have so let me just show you what you're seeing here. Sorry, kind of lost my train of thought here. So what you see here is these are all just fire cards. It doesn't matter if there are like some buildings on them or not. Oh, there's like a hole that I should close like this. I think now it should be fine. So it doesn't matter if there are any objects on here or not. These are all just fire cards. They're all equal. Also, you have like this little card here that reminds you of how to pick up cards and how to put them down, but I will just tell you in a moment. Let me just show you. So this is a cooperative game for 1 players and more. It doesn't really matter how many players play that. You could play it with 50 whatever, but then probably players 40 to 50 won't get another turn because then the game is probably over. But seriously, there is no limit. It's just a cooperative game. It's probably better as a solo game because, well, it doesn't really matter if there are more or less players. So what we do here, the theme is kind of climate change, right? Everything is burning here. And what we want to do is we want to take a card. We want to take a card that is unobstructed. For example, this card here, you can see there is no card on top. If there's like only a single card covering this one with like just 1 millimeter or something, that would be fine. But we want unobstructed cards. We take those without disturbing the other cards. They should all be kept in the same position, and then we turn it around, and then we see, like on the other side is snow. That's why you see the climate change kind of topic here. And this card we will have to put someplace else and cover up fire. So let me just put the first card where it could be a good spot. I think I won't really be able to get down here too much, so let me just start there. Okay. And then either the next player, or if you're solo yourself, you again look around, see if there are any unobstructed cards. There is one here. You take this one, turn it around, same thing. So, and now for all cards after the first one, like for all other snow cards, you can't put them just right beside it. You need to overlap the other cards a little bit, and you can't tuck them under. Like these are the two most important rules. So let me let's just continue here in the middle. Let's just do it like this. All right, next unobstructed card, this one here, turn it around, and I will just put it here. Right, so cover the other cards a little bit. Then let's take this unobstructed. Oh, and see if you move the other cards a little bit, you just put them a little bit back into the original position. Okay, and same thing, we will do that here. This will classify here as one. Oh no, let me just rewind that. Let me not put that there. Let me put it here instead. Okay, so you see this one here, this would count as 1 millimeter here, right? So we could take this card, but then again, we can also just take this card first. All right, there's a few special cards in here. I think like just 3, 4, or 5 or something like that. If I find one of those, I will show you something else that I need to tell you. All right, this one and this one you see, just 1 millimeter. Yes, we can definitely take this card without moving the other ones too much. Oh, there you go. That's one of these special cards. There are cards with snowflakes. What do you do with those? You just put them aside for now. And at the end of the game, when the game is over, then you can take these and cover even up more. These are like the jokers for the very end, right? So this one is unobstructed. Let me just put that here. That's fine. Can I get to this card here? Well, it's obstructed by this one. That's more than 1 millimeter, so I can't take it. I can't take all of these. Yeah, I can't take all of these. So I can continue putting cards up there. So let me just take a card and put it. Well, maybe it's clever to put it like this. No, I don't think so. Let's put it like this. Then, okay, these are all on top of each other. I didn't do that too well, but it's pretty random. So we'll just roll with it and take this one here. So I could take this one, then I could take this one, then that one. I think I can take all of these. I can't take this one and that one and that one and that one, but not this one here. So let me just put it like this. I think that should work. Okay, and then also I won't be able to take all of these here. So I can continue here, and also I can continue maybe down here. Let's see. So let me take this card. I will be able to take, that was like that, this card here. So let me just continue like this. Okay, we can take this card here. Put that one, I guess. Well, I will be able to take this card. So let me just put it like this. Okay, then this one here. So I will be able to take a few cards down here, but I don't know if I will get down here. Well, we can still take a lot of cards. So you know what? Let's just cover up that a little bit better there. Then let's take this card here, cover that up here. And you see, slowly but surely we're extinguishing all the fire. Okay, I can't take this card anymore because I was too stupid. I just put the card over there. So I can take this one, but this one's only obstructed by 1 millimeter, so I can take this one for sure. And then let's just put it like, well, like this and this. Well, let me just put it like this. Okay. Then we take this card over here. Oops, I moved that a little bit too much. Like this. And then let's put it over here like that. I think that's okay. This one we can take as well. Put it like here, a little bit more straight maybe, like this. This one is not obstructed as well. Oops. Let me put that back. Let's put that over here. Then we can, let me just hold the other cards like this. And this one we can just put like this here. So you see, we're getting a little bit done. So what is the goal of the game, you're asking? Well, just to cover as much as possible. I will speak about that a little bit more when we are actually done with the game. And the game is over, which makes sense, right? If we can't take any fire cards anymore. Then we put the snow cards on here that we collected with the snowflakes, and then we are done. And then that spells out the end of the game. So we can still take quite a lot of cards here. So let's see how I can do that efficiently. Let's take this card here. And then we can take this one and this one. We won't be able to take all of these. So can I squeeze in between here? Yeah, I can. So let me do that for now. Then you can take this card. I would like some snowflakes again. So I can't take all of these cards. So let me just do it like this here, maybe. This one, does that classify as a millimeter? No, that's more. So I can't take this card here, I think. But I can take these cards. So let's just continue here. Like this. Oh, let me put it a little bit to the right. This one is fine. We can take it like that. Come on, come on. Like this maybe. Like this. Well, we could also just put it like this, right? No. Let's put it like this. That's fine. So, like this. Oh, and now I'm messed up. Oh, I put that card up on that because I could have taken all of those. Now I kind of messed up. Alright, and that's the end of the game because we can't take any more fire. I just made a mistake here. Otherwise, I could have taken all of these cards. I probably could have covered up almost everything. But we still have that. We still have that snowflake card. And I will just put it there. Okay. So, and that is the end of the game. So we covered up quite a lot. If I hadn't made that mistake here, then we could have covered up almost everything. And that is the end of the game. So did we win or did we lose? Well, this game does not have a win-lose condition. This game is just like try to cover up as much as possible and just take a look at that. I would say we did okay. We did one major mistake. That's why we didn't do great. We could have done really well if had we not covered up that one card here. That was a stupid mistake. But that's just how it happens, right? And that is all. That is Snowhere. Alright, this is me almost half a year after I've recorded the video that you just watched. But why am I giving you my impressions and review after such a long time? Well, originally I had the idea to make like a series with games that I did not like or that I think that did not work well, and then talk about why these games don't work well in my opinion. Would have been like this game design kind of thing, right? A little bit meta. I ultimately decided against that because I try to have like a positive outlook on games, even games that I don't like, and I don't want to start framing games in like a bad light, right? So that's why I thought, okay, I'm not going to do that. But what I am planning to do at some point, not now, maybe a little later, is to have like a game design series where I take like a specific topic and then I talk about that, and then I have positive and negative examples, right? And this game will definitely be featured in some of these videos as well because I do have a strong opinion regarding this game. So let me give you my quick review now. My opinion has not changed since I've recorded that playthrough almost half a year ago. So my opinion now is exactly the same as it was when I was playing this game for the video you just watched. So the premise of the game is very interesting, right? It has like a game mechanism that is really, really unique, and I have never seen anything like that anywhere before. And that is a positive, right? We have so many games nowadays, and it's great that this has such an interesting premise and such an interesting mechanism of having these cards, picking them up and turning them over. Also, the theme is good. I really like the theme. It has like this environmental awareness. It is not strong. The theme is not really strong here, right? Because these are just red cards and you turn them into white cards, right? But I like that it has that theme. I think more games should have such an interesting theme. And unfortunately, these are all the positive things I can say. Because, well, this game does have three big problems in my opinion. One of them is the missing player agency. Also, we have the randomness, and we have no way to evaluate progress. There's almost no player agency. There are no decisions to take, and no tactical or strategic gameplay. I mean, you just spread out the cards. You should do that randomly, and then you pick up cards that you can pick up. Yes, you can. You need to think about where you put them, but I mean, come on. It's not that hard of a choice, right? And that's it. Apart from that, there's almost no player agency. You're pretty much just picking up cards and putting them down. Also, this game is really random. It really depends on how the cards intersect with each other. So you can, for example, just spread out the cards, Just take the entire stack and just spread it out somehow, and that can become pretty tough. But if you just put them single like this, then the game can become really easy, because they're much easier to actually, as you can see here, pick up, right? So there's just too much randomness, right? But if you didn't do it randomly, then the game would be even worse, because then you could just plan ahead, right? So some of this design does not really work. And also, like, last but not least, there's no way to evaluate your progress at the end. Like, how would you measure that and compare, right? So you could say, okay, you have like a specific, you have like a lot you have been able to turn over to make it white. Yeah, but how much? Like, when you play the next time, will you say like, I think last time we had a little bit less, so I think we're doing better. There is no way to evaluate that, right? And somehow, I don't know, there's something missing from this game at the end, right? Of course, I mean, it's nice that you have something that you produced, actually, something that you can take a look at the end, say, oh, this summarizes my game, but, well, it's not a whole lot, right? So, yeah, unfortunately, this game sounded so great on paper. That's why I got it back then. But, well, since my playthrough that you just watched, I've never played the game again. The only reason why I kept it is because I knew I needed it for another part of this video, or maybe for a game series or whatever. That's the only reason why I kept it. And that's a shame, because the premise is really cool, but unfortunately the game does not really work from a design standpoint, in my opinion. And it's no fun either. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. But that is only my opinion. Maybe you will actually find this game someplace, you will get it for $10 or something, and you will play it and say, you know what, this game is amazing, I love it. And that will be great. Isn't that what gaming is about? There are so many games, and there is a game for everyone, and maybe there are people who will like this game much more than I did. Don't forget, I play like hundreds of games, so of course I evaluate games a little bit differently than other people, maybe. Alright, and those were my thoughts on Snowhere. All in all, you saw how the game plays. You can decide for yourself whether or not you want to try it. It's not too expensive. I think it's like 10 to 15 bucks if you can get it. That's not a whole lot for trying a game with a really interesting premise. There's no other game like that, but still, it really does not hold up for me. I played it now. This is the third time I played it. I played it once solo, then I played it with my wife. She didn't like it either, and now I played it again for you guys, and I'm not sure if I will ever play it again. I don't know. I might, but I also might not. But if you're still watching, thank you very much for doing so. I highly appreciate that. I hope you enjoyed this little playthrough of, I gotta give it to the game, of a very interesting game. It's a game with a very interesting premise and theme, and yeah, it does things differently than other games. And I mean, that's something that we need, right? And that's something that we need nowadays. Now that all games are just deck builders and worker placement games. Since I recorded this video before I went live, I'm adding this while editing. I want to thank all of you for your support, and especially my patrons who are generously supporting me on Patreon. Also, a big shout out to Thecos, who is currently my biggest supporter. Thank you so much for that. If you also want to support me, why don't you head over to my Patreon? You'll find the link in this video's description. Alright, if you're still watching, thank you very much for doing so. I really appreciate that. If you liked my video, why don't you let me know? By liking, better even commenting, maybe even subscribing if you like my content enough. And if you would like to discuss games with me and my community, why don't you head over to my Discord channel? I would really love to see you there and speak more about games like Snowhere or games that I like more. And apart from that, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the very next video. Alright, take care everyone, and cheers.